Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Better Than Wilhelm as we are once again playing Civilization 3 as Germany in the Great Mod Pack uh, Age of Imperialism. Now, where we left off is that we've officially kicked the United States out of their mainland and we have successfully taken it over. We're now working on trying to figuring out how to take Honolulu and to clean up the remnants. But as we were doing that, the unfortunate case is that now we're at war with the French because we got pulled into a war with the French. Now, I'm not going to say it's a bad thing because, quite frankly, it's a good thing because I had to go to war with them regardless. But, beside the point, I didn't think it was going to come this soon. So, what we're doing now is fighting a battle in Europe, which honestly is going to be pretty. Well, it's going to get messy because every single allied person that I have allied is just now just landing a shit ton of troops that will probably rock France to its core. And honestly, as funny as it is, I'm not really too sure how invested I will be in the European theater, as I would much rather take the colonial theater more than anything else. And our colonies are a little bit more valuable, I should say. They are extremely valuable, but we'll try to do what we can in the European theater and go from there. Um, I'm not gonna help any of the Allied power here because, or I should say, it's not Allied. It should be considered central, the central power. As we both have, well, Russia and Britain on our side, the three brothers are quite literally giving it to France at the present moment. And yeah, that's that's pretty much how to look at it anyway. Um, so I'm gonna try this episode to build up a force in Africa that is going to be fantastic against the French power here because I do want to take all of this for myself before Britain does. So, yeah, that's sort of the plan right now. Trying to see what we can take as we go. I do want to take Djibouti at some point because I do want access to the Med at some point. We do want access to the Med. So we're going to work deals with Portugal right now. Expensive ones to get, you know, troops through their territory from down here. Yeah, so. And we're gonna have to keep our eyes out. Sorry if I feel a little groggy, or look or sound groggy, I should say, not feel. If I look groggy, I am unfortunately sick. So, that is not cool. Just watching a French city get reduced to rubble. That's I don't. They shouldn't be doing that. For a start, they shouldn't be destroying the cities. They should be capturing the city. But what do I know, right? I'm pretty sure this had a no raise patch added to where they would not do that. But I'm going to have to. I guess I'm going to have to take some time to find that little issue. But yeah, they shouldn't be destroying cities, especially major cities. Honolulu city defense has been destroyed. Fantastic. Alright, we'll take this guy over here. We'll set him here. We'll get those down. We'll start bombarding Nancy, because I'm not going to destroy Nancy. I'm going to take it. And the one thing I do definitely want to do is ensure that I'm going to be capturing these cities from now on, because I do not like the fact that they just reduced that city into rubble. I find that to be aggravating. Extremely aggravating. It shouldn't do that. It really shouldn't. Okay, let's move this Kyong outside of Brest. Okay. We'll move these forces here. We'll move these howitzers here. We'll let them wait it out. I don't think I'll be able to destroy much here, but I will try to. I'd like to crack the city defenses as much as I can. Alright, let's get these rushed out. I'm not really worried about a huge offensive from France right now, considering that they just lost one of their major cities, which kind of tells me that there's really not a whole lot going on inside the main the French territory. No, I don't think there's a whole lot going on inside those cities. So we're going to try our luck in our hand to use a little bit of brute force to get the point across, I guess. Alright, let's see. Before we forcibly end a turn, I do want to at least attempt one more time. Again, I genuinely hope to clear this city out before they consider reinforcing it a little hard, a little more. So, yeah. What is that? A hills tile? That don't help. That don't help. Um, the remnants do help a little bit. Um, yeah. Sorry guys if I'm bouncing around too much like this. I'm just trying to figure something out right now. And I don't know why it keeps bouncing back over here. Alright, I'm gonna do something that, yeah, you don't normally see from most Civ 3 gamers. You could do this. Just stop. Jesus Christ. Just bombard the city. Quit dragging me back over here, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. I keep telling them to wait so that the ships can bombard the city, but it keeps dragging me back over here like it's a fresh fucking turn. Jesus Christ. Now they have definitely reinforced Honolulu. I can definitely tell they've reinforced Honolulu with a bunch of troops to try and stop me. Because that's pretty insane amount right there. Yeah, they really don't want Honolulu going away. I think they're putting every colonial division they can into the city. Because I have yet to see the tail end. So we're gonna freaking do that. Alright. Cool. Okay. So, Stop dragging me back over here. Okay, letting all the bombard go. Yeah, the fighters freaking suck at bombard. Just give you guys a heads up. Yeah, it don't work very well. Alright, it looks like home guards are now a thing. Alright, so, we're gonna do this little trick again. We're gonna set transport there, we'll take a transport up here, and I think, yeah, we still have a lot of the Marine divisions that I have not used yet, and we'll have them come down and board I'm hoping that's the right one. Yeah, we'll take him down there. I'm don't. Okay. Should be that one, right? No, that one then. Yeah. So we'll put that in that one. This one. Whoop, wrong one. Yeah, it's something that you don't normally see on. Yeah, you don't normally see this kind of thing. You don't normally see this kind of thing from Civilization 3 players, but it is a transport swap where you can just if your transport runs out or if you have like a galleon, you can do this not even on a mod pack. You can do this in a vanilla game. It's relatively easy to do. Um, Not a lot of people that I've seen do it because I don't think they realize they can do it. But yeah, it is something that you could definitely do. It is it is by far one of the easiest methods of trying to get your troops across the sea without, well, having too much issue. Uh, it is actually one of the most viable ways to do it. So we've taken Nancy, and I think what we're going to do is try to march on Paris and go from there. I am definitely not happy that France lost one city. As much as I do not like the French in real life, I don't want to see one of their cities get completely eviscerated. I don't want to see one of their cities get absolutely fucking eviscerated like that. It's such a waste of production. It is absolutely a waste of production. Because that is a city that you could be making production with and you just completely razed it to the ground, which I find to be absolutely idiotic. Absolutely idiotic. Alright. Okay, a howitzer damaged my city. That's not fun. So we're gonna settle right here for right now. feel like I'm gonna need a lot more now, artillery and stuff like that. So we're going to have all of these guys here move over to here, and you guys are gonna bombard this trench line. And then we're going to settle here. I don't think this is a hills tile. It is a hills tile. Okay, okay. That's a hills tile. Great, okay, cool. Uh-huh, uh-huh. I hate taking hills tiles. I hope that they left Paris the most heavily defended city in their little territory. I hope so. Because it would aggravate me if it wasn't. Okay. Okay, alright. Okay, alright. Alright, okay. We'll send all these cavalry down. Okay, let's see if I can't break this trench line. Probably won't. But I can try. Yeah, the problem with it is that a trench gives like 100 defense and hills tiles gives 50 defense. Yeah, so it becomes a very big goddamn nuisance. It just genuinely becomes a nuisance. But the Russians are putting the work in, as they say. Destroying shit in France. Which I find to be low-key aggravating. Very low-key aggravating. We'll let these troops rest up. Because they're wounded and I don't want to use wounded troops. Marine forces, they can stand by for right now. The European theater is going to get a little messy if I don't address it. So as much as I'd like to focus heavily on the French colonies, if they're going to start destroying French cities, I gotta figure out a way to stop that. I gotta figure a way to stop that. Because it will become a big, big issue later if I don't. And I'd very much, and I genuinely mean this, I'd very much like to capture some of those French cities for the freaking production value. Production value. Okay. We'll wake up all these cavaliers. And, yeah. Howitzer. And Crossier. I don't think I'll be able to break it through brute means, so I'm gonna have to sit there for a little while. For a little while. Do a strafe run. Fighters suck. I need bombers, honestly. Russian military looks to be all screwed up here. Are they all wounded? Yeah. So they won't be able to fight for a while. They can't really heal very well in enemy territory. So that's like a big bonus for us right now. And if the French start dropping off more colonial troops to hold them back, that would be really great news. That would be that would be great news. And Austria is now picking up the slack a little bit, aren't they here? They might actually win me the trench. I might win the trench due to that. I think they're fighting the Dutch. I can't tell I can't tell allied or enemy movement, but I'm pretty sure the Dutch just did that. Oh wow. Railguns. I did not know France had railguns. I forgot which tech gives them railguns, honestly. French counteroffensive, it looks like. I did not know they had railguns. I need railguns. Where the fuck did they get railguns? Railguns are really, really good in this mod because they can extend their bombard reach from like this square to this square, so they can stretch it out. Where the fuck did they get railguns? I'm supposed to get railguns at some point. I'm trying to figure out which technology gives me railguns. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I gotta check this out before I do anything. Yeah, that's not units. Okay. Let's go rail. Or oh, I guess it's not gonna tell me. Okay, cool. Unless I just looked over it. Pretty sure I can capture that railgun anyway, so it's not like I'm gonna be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can. I can probably just take it. So, man, that leaves me a little miffed up. Leaves me a little miffed. Transport convoy. I need that. I need it. I need it. All right. We'll capture that railway gun and well, if I can capture it, I'm pretty sure I would be able to make it. Make those railway guns. All right. What are they setting? I know these are colonial infantry. Okay. Well, I don't think he'll do too much damage if I let him wander a little bit. I'm more focused on trying to get this trench line. After I get this trench line, I'll come over to Lyon. Alright. Start counting, you bitch. Okay. And I want you to make me a cavalry instead, my friend. Instead. I'm gonna need a lot of cavalry to clean up the French. Oh, I finally ran out of money, huh? That's disappointing. That's disappointing. Alright, Crucier. City defense is now destroyed. Good. That makes it a little easier on my troops to move in one. Alright, let's get these guys up there. Finish bombarding this trench line. We should be able to. I don't know. Should. Should be able to take it. If we can take this trench line, I would say that, you know, it'd be a success. I'd say it would be a big success. Alright. Honolulu is going to be really tough not to crack. The unfortunate thing is that they're not gonna move any of those troops out. They're gonna, and as long as I keep a space like this open, they should be able to keep going in and out. So I can't fully blockade them right now. I do have an army coming down. Okay, we'll bombard Brest because they got a navy in there. That I want to damage out. Bomb out. Bomb out. We do have a core with a bunch of new ships coming in. Definitely will help us clean up Honolulu a little bit here. They're making their final stand in Honolulu, I think. So we're gonna need to yeah, pry them out. We're gonna have to pry them out, gentlemen. Stottstepan Cavalier will rest control. All right. I don't think we're gonna be able to crack Honolulu open for us this turn, but let's see what kind of damage we can do here, because we might get lucky. We might get lucky enough to where we won't need that core to clean up this. And to be honest, getting all these getting all of them to elite. Yeah, see, I didn't think I would be able to. But I think we're going to be able to crack it next turn. That's a thing. I think we'll be able to crack it next turn. I do want to take one of these guys up here, or at least all of them, because I want to crack this trench line and get our troops moved in. Try to, anyway. Do we have... We should be able to... Yeah, we should be able to break it with this troop. Okay. Alright. He's moved in. Every one of you guys, I need you guys to wake up and move in. And end your turn that way. Okay, cool. These Russian infantry will probably head back to Russia or sit in my territory to heal. Coursier is exposed. So we're going to go ahead and change everything back to making howitzers. We don't have the money for it. Great, okay. That's fine. I just need more batteries. We're gonna take Cruciera, and then we're gonna come up here to Abachi, Ambanche, or whatever you want to call it, Abachi, and then we'll come over here and take the rest of this stuff. Because a lot of the ally I'm going to say central powers, are all centralizing in the French territory in mainland Europe. And I, for one, am watching with great interest. And hope that if they take a city, they don't burn it to the fucking ground. Because let me tell you, that is freaking annoying. Absolutely annoying. I didn't know they were taking money per turn. Ugh. You're really gonna make it fucking expensive, aren't you? We're at war with the same fucking enemy, and you're making shit expensive. I don't like that. I find that to be extremely annoying. Well, for one, I do not. Well, I know there's like a shit ton of fucking troops inside Crucier. That I do know. Dante's getting assaulted. I don't think I can move a troop. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get troops over there to stop that. So I'm gonna watch with hawk eyes. Watching with hawkish eyes. Okay. Well, it is the 30-minute mark, and we will end this episode very shortly. First thing that I'm going to do is we're going to try and take Honolulu, and then we will end the episode with the capture of Honolulu. And, yeah, I think that will set up for a good Monday video. I am going to try and figure out a new series for you guys for the week. For Tuesdays. So and Thursdays. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, you guys will have a video and such. But with the capture of Honolulu, we have successfully uprooted American control, and we will try to take the rest of their territory. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, with the capture of Honolulu and the capture of Nancy, we will be ending this video. And until next time, my friends, peace out.